Yo, welcome back, guys, to the Rubik's Cube. So today, of course, I'm joined by my co-host, Fayi. What's up, Fayi?
Yo, go, let's do it.
Yo, you sound like the guy from One Punch Man when he first starts like that.
One punch.
Speaking of that, have you seen the latest episode? Or the one that, like, where he finally gets in the tournament, he starts fighting?
Yo, he just... That's so hilarious.
That was pretty, like, I was waiting for so long for, like, some action from One Punch Man, and it finally happened, and I was not disappointed.
Yo, oh my god, Flashy Flash. What kind of name is that?
Flashy Flash, that was the best guy ever. So anyway, if you guys are new here, we are a anime podcast. We talk about everything related to anime. We give you guys the latest news. Sometimes we'll give you some recommendations for our latest new season of animes that came out. And of course, we do some in-depth reviews of a lot of our favorite animes. If you want to check out some of our previous episodes, go take a look and take a listen. And we do some pretty awesome reviews on like some of the big animes like Death Note and Full Metal Alchemist. And we dive really deep. We kind of get all philosophical, talk about the themes, and you know. And I'm here joined with Fayi, right, my co-host, and he is definitely the anime master. Like he knows all about anime and manga. And I actually started watching anime because of this guy.
I'm basically the kind of guy who will recommend you Boku no Pico.
Yeah, exactly. He's the veteran weeb.
Yeah, watch this one, man. This is really good.
Yeah,
Love the action.
Yeah, honestly, if you guys are not into anime yet, or you've watched a little bit of anime, go check out Boku no Pico. It is the best superhero anime of the century, I would say. So definitely check it out. It's great.
That's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of action in that, action packed, I would say, right?
Oh yeah.
So, anyways, so this week, what we have for you is we're gonna talk about what animes have shaped our childhood and how it affected us and made us
Gay
into us today. So, like, it made us gay. If you show your kids Boku no Pico when they're young, it'll definitely make them gay.
Hey, don't tell them that.
Hey, but it might spark some interest. Who knows?
No.
But fuck. What was I talking about? Where was I? Yeah. So we're gonna talk about childhood animes, and so I think more so for Fayi, than me, because like I said before, I didn't really get too much into anime until I met Fayi, and then I started watching a lot more. And we met in like early high school,
Grade 9.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, all my animes were kind of just like the cookie cutter stuff, the stuff that you watch that's on TV late at night, stuff like Pokemon or like Dragon Ball Z, just kind of that stuff. And I don't know. I think as a kid, you don't really watch anything else other than like the pretty meta animes, right?
Yeah, dude, meta anime.
That's what I'm gonna call it. The mainstream animes, the meta.
Yo, the meta. The meta right now is Sailor Moon.
It's Boku no Pico.
The Dark Ages.
Right, there's a new one that came out, right?
Yeah. They remade it. They remade it with better graphics and everything.
Way.
But I think it's the same storyline.
Awesome.
Maybe a little bit different.
Oh wow, I never watched Sailor Moon when I was a kid, so I don't know. All I remember was the mask guy, and all the bitches wanted him.
Actually, it was just Sailor Moon that won. Oh no, actually no. Everyone wanted him.
Right? That was the first harem story right there.
Yo, that's right. Yeah, that's the first harem story. Yeah.
Right. Except like the main characters are all girls, and then
Except girls love that Sailor Moon stuff, and they didn't realize they were being pushed a harem agenda.
Oh my god, yo, harem relationship.
Whoa.
That's how it shaped my childhood.
That's the real
So guys, Sailor Moon
of like white supremacy and like and men's superiority.
Shut the fuck up. Trying to get deep now. I'm trying to get into one of our deeper analysis like we usually do. That's right, guys. You heard it here first. Sailor Moon, the cause of white supremacy. Donald Trump definitely watched that when he was young.
Actually, now I'm wondering if he did.
Nah, man, he can't. He's way too old, bro. He probably saw like fucking shit from the 1950s. I don't even know anime from the 1950s. Okay, so that's his childhood, man.
Can you imagine Donald Trump goes home, he's like, transform!
Oh my god, he just chills down. You know House of Cards?
Oh my god.
Have you watched House of Cards yet?
Yeah.
So you know, like where Underwood, he goes home and he plays Call of Duty. That's like his thing. That's his like weird way of winding down. He goes home and he plays Call of Duty. I don't know if you remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Donald Trump's weird way of winding down is he goes home and puts fucking Sailor Moon on replay.
Yo, seriously, like sometimes people are really weird.
Calling it now.
Like you see them really normal, and they go home and they do a weirdest shit.
Wait, who? Like who? What?
I think just like a lot of people, like you don't know what they do at home. What they do at home is like their real self.
That's true. That's true. Some people are messed up when they go home, right? But I think that's everybody. Everybody's got like some skeletons in the closet, you know? Like, I don't know. You might go home and you might tickle your own balls. I don't fucking know. No one's judging here, you know? We all got some weird shit.
Tickle your balls, that's okay.
Yeah, while you watch Boku no Pico. I don't know, man. I don't know. Whatever you do. You know, that's cool, you know? We're not here to judge. We're here to talk about anime and which animes made us who we are. So why don't we start off get right into it, and let's start off talking about when you were like a kid, like the earliest anime that you have watched in your memory that made a big impact on you. What was that?
For me, it was, let's see. Oh, I don't know. Ultraman, Astro Boy, and oh my god, Sailor Moon, Cardcaptor Sakura. I don't know why. At that early age, I think they only had a few things like Dragon Ball Z was after, actually. Dragon Ball Z was like the later meta. Like the first meta was like all the cute stuff. Like they were really trying to They were really trying to, because there was like no one capturing the market of like children backpack
Animes.
And toys and stuff like that. So like Cardcaptor Sakura, Sailor Moon really captured that market. And Doraemon really captured those markets.
All their fucking Doraemon lunch bags and shit.
Yeah. I was like, holy shit.
Right?
I think at one point I even had like I think it was a Cardcaptor Sakura, or was it Sailor Moon backpack? Yeah. But my mom just got it for me. I'm just like, why?
You grew up in China though, right?
Yeah, I grew up in China until like, what, 11 years old?
So like I guess like Doraemon, all that stuff it's like those lunch boxes. It's like what Star Wars was for us here in North America. Like we had those like sneakers that had like Star Wars people on it. It was that crazy. So I guess I think that was what it was for anime. Like I never experienced that because like when I was growing up, right? Anime was still like not that known. There were like you said, card captors and stuff like that, right? But for us, the earliest one I would say was probably Dragon Ball Z. Like we started watching that when we were like 5, 6, 7. That was the main thing, and I remember it specifically because Dragon Ball Z, specifically Dragon Ball Z, was like the hot topic of the school. Every day someone comes in, you know, or every week we come in and we talk about Dragon Ball Z, and it was such a big influence that all the boys, we try to recreate Dragon Ball Z battles on the playground.
No one wanted to be the green guy.
Yeah, no one wants to be Piccolo. Everybody's like trying to. It's the funniest shit because like we would take it super serious too. It's like a fist fight. It's literally a fist fight. No one's play fighting. Everybody picks a character. All right. Whoever gets Goku, everybody just loses for some fucking reason. It's like he
goes crazy.
He just goes crazy. He's like, I'm fucking Goku, dude. When Goku went Super Saiyan, when we finally saw Goku go Super Saiyan against Frieza, that episode, fucking kids fucked each other up. There was kids going to the fucking. I remember I punched a kid in the throat one time. I was like, I'm fucking Goku. I'm Super Saiyan Goku. I punched him in the fucking throat, and he just dropped and started crying. I was like, fuck you, bitch. I'm fucking Goku. And then I got sent to the fucking principal's office. She's like, you can't punch a kid in the throat. That's dangerous. I'm like, I'm fucking Goku. I do what I want. It was that serious, bro. Kids were kicking each other off the fucking playgrounds thinking they could fly.
Yeah, we should make a document. We should make a documentary on that. It's like how Super Saiyan affected children's playgrounds.
There's like kids like fucking traumatized, like 20. They can't really talk. They're like shaking back and forth in their seat. They're like, when I was a kid, this kid said he was Goku and he just punched him in the fucking throat.
I don't even know what Goku is.
Yeah. I don't even watch anime. What the fuck? Yeah, man. And then like, no, that was serious. Like we were like literally fight each other. Like we thought we were invincible when we were Dragon Ball Z fighting. We used to throw kids off of the jungle gym. Like it was a second floor. Like, you take the slide down.
Oh my
we just
god!
toss kids off.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I grew up in a pretty violent school. It was full of boys and like. We used to do that with wrestling too, like Royal Rumble. We turned the basketball court into King of the Hill, and we push each other off and like wrestle each other off.
You know,
like
sometimes
it was.
Since I'm a teacher now, I'm just thinking like if I ever teach like elementary school, oh my god.
No, but the thing
Insanity.
is, that's the thing is, when you see kids like that, you're just gonna laugh. Like if I see kids like fighting outside, I'm just gonna laugh. It literally looks like they're play fighting. But to kids, it's like the most serious shit ever because anything that touches you hurts like a bitch, right? And you see like kids falling off the playgrounds, whatever. You're like, kids, you know, they'll survive. But for us, that shit was scary, man. That's like 5 feet off the floor. Yeah, you're getting tossed off the fucking playground into the dirt. Yeah, it was pretty badass.
I'm just thinking like if I'm like the on duty teacher, if someone gets really hurt, it's like, what am I doing?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Obviously, like teachers came and were like, stop fucking fighting. I don't care if you're play fighting. You don't hurt each other, right? But like it was just really funny because I remember it so clearly because that was our recess. That was our activity every single day. It was just
fighting.
Call out. Yeah. Call out whoever's like a Dragon Ball Z hero, and like the loser kid always gets like Piccolo or like fucking like Master Roshi or some shit. I don't know.
No, the one with a bald head. It's like a
Krillin. Well, like I don't know. Krillin wasn't that shit back then. He was okay because he killed like Frieza. Remember, like one time, he cut off Frieza's tail. So he had his moment of fame until like later on he died like every single fucking arc. Then people were like, okay, fuck Krillin. And then like who was the other people
he stopped fighting, wasn't it?
Yeah, he stopped fighting because he married like an android or something. Yeah, Krillin's like a fucking Krillin is the weeb of the anime, man. Krillin's the best. Guy marries an android. It's like marrying your body pillow, pretty much.
Oh, fuck's a robot.
Yeah, he marries an AI.
Open AI.
Alexa, suck my dick.
Oh my god.
Anyways, back to childhood animes. No sucking dicks in this episode. All right. Yeah, I know, but like, I mean, for me, because we're both 90s kids, like 90s kids, and I think like that's what really stood out was Dragon Ball Z, and then Dragon Ball came out too, and then that was the main thing up until like basically till Naruto or Inuyasha came out on TV at least.
For you, eh? For me, that
was me.
Yeah, I think. Oh man, like I had such a. Okay, I'll never tell other people that I watch Cardcaptor Sakura or like Sailor Moon, but I did watch those things. So bad.
But they're pretty good though.
Yeah,
right?
It was quite good. It was like good animation, like good story. It was like you know what for the time it was like what 1995. Yeah. No, like 2000, maybe 2000 or like 1997, 1998. You know,
wow.
like
that's pretty
crazy.
Early.
It had like Astro Boy, like Pokemon.
Yeah.
But I think my favorite was probably Pokemon, just because of like.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It was rarely on TV, but when it was on TV, I just like was always mesmerized for some reason.
Right, you're right. That was the other one, Pokemon. That was Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon. They were like around the same time.
It's so mesmerized. I don't know, something about Pokemon. Like I think maybe we can even one point just like dive deep into what makes Pokemon so great. Why is it able to transcend all the ages and able to even the people who are 30 years old was like, oh, I love Pokemon.
Pokemon Go, that was like the closest we got to world peace.
In Hong Kong, it's the most crazy. Okay, I've seen Hong Kong where people with 3-4 cell phones. They line it up on their bike, and they bike around, play Pokemon Go. And sometimes you get 30, 40 people still playing, and you know what? They're like 60, 70 years old. And that's the craziest part.
You're right.
They're so old. They're still playing.
I've seen that. The old Asian grandpas, they like fucking. What? Did you know how one Asian grandpa got shot in the States because he was out in a parking lot playing Pokemon Go? A security guard came, was like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" And it escalated, and he shot him to death. But he was just playing Pokemon Go. He was trying to catch Pokemons.
It's crazy, man. Like
Yeah, like that. That's how many people the old
I,
Asian.
I really think perhaps we should really look into why that is the case, because that's like super interesting. Like it could be
Well, like,
4 years old, or you can be 70 years old.
why would you think as a kid, like when we were kids, right? I think a lot of it like now is like nostalgia because it was so big as when we were kids, right?
But why is it
because
grandpa 70 years old, 60, 70 years old, still able to play it? They don't find shame in it.
I don't know. That's a good point. I don't know. I personally don't know anybody like that, but I know a lot of like people that do that. I think it's like an excuse to exercise. We can play Pokemon Go. Like a lot of Asian people, they love to go out. They like to walk. They like to exercise.
Yeah, maybe Asian grandpa, grandma are really competitive, so if they see their friend playing it, they would like compete against them.
Exactly. Like it gives them an excuse to go out and do things. And I think like my buddy Jeff, he works security at a mall. Every morning he sees a bunch of old Asian people before the mall even like has anybody in it, before the store's even open, just like the front door's open. They come in and they do Tai Chi. But I think like as a kid though, like what made us so enticing? That's a really good question. All I remember is that everybody was. I don't know about like, was Pokemon crazy for you when you were in China?
No, I don't think it was.
But when you came here, it was though, right?
Yeah.
Like for me,
I think whenever I saw it on TV, I loved it. But
yeah,
you know, having a color TV then was an amazing thing, and then being able to watch Pokemon at some point was just really good because it was like a different thing from what was on the TV. It was always like Astro Boy, like Ultraman,
right,
or like Detective Conan. Detective Conan was really big in China.
Oh yeah, we didn't see much of that. We saw a lot of Kirby, a lot of Ultimate Muscle. I don't even know Ultimate Muscle. That was my shit when I was a kid. Ultimate Muscle was dope. And the biggest thing, of course, like over Dragon Ball Z, over whatever, is Pokemon and Digimon for us.
Yo, Digimon, yo.
Everybody had a Digivice. That's what stopped us.
Okay, yeah. You know what? Digimon, yes.
Digimon right? Remember Digivices? Everybody had one. They were shaking it like it was like some kind of fucking candy machine.
They were so smart with that. That was such a smart marketing strategy. Like doing Digimon and a Digidevice. Oh my god,
Digivice is like your original Pokemon Go. You know what I mean?
Yo, that was so crazy. I had Digimon, like the little one, and then you like feed it and stuff. Oh.
Yeah. And you catch new Digimon, and you battle them and everything. That was really, really cool. And you could battle each other. Everybody was connecting their Digivices like they were fucking Avatar attaching antennas.
And I think like the most amazing moments were like when the Digimons like see each other in the Digidevice. I was like, whoa, cool.
Yeah. And everybody had like Pokemon cards, except for me, unfortunately. But everybody like that I knew had Pokemon cards, and that was a big thing. Like for us, Pokemon cards and the Game Boy game, that was huge. Like we used to have like one kid, whoever had a Game Boy with Pokemon, at recess. It's like peace. It's like world peace. Everybody will gather around him and watch him play Pokemon, and it was really dope.
We don't even ask him to play. We just like watching him play.
Yeah, and he'll give it to his best friend to play a little bit, like if he's nice enough or whatever. And everybody watches his best friend play for like a little bit, and then they have Pokemon cards. That was a big thing because I have a really, really shady story with Pokemon cards actually. I don't know how big Pokemon cards were like when you were growing up, but they were like huge. Like every kid had it, but I didn't have any because I don't know why. Like ask my parents Pokemon cards. Like no,
we have Pokemon cards too. Yeah.
Like I just never had any. I was like, fuck this. I don't have Pokemon cards. So everybody had Pokemon cards. They had like binders full. Like all my neighbors and all the kids that live in my building, they had binders full. All my friends were trading each other cards and all this shit, and I didn't have any. So one day, one of my friends who lives in my building, we were playing, and he leaves his binder full of Pokemon cards in the basement.
Oh, he's like,
I'm just gonna leave it here now. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? Like,
just take
like
it.
You don't want it? I'll take it. Yeah. So it's funny because me and the Mexican kid, we went into the basement and we just stole all his fucking Pokemon cards. Like to us, like we didn't really think it was stealing. We thought that he didn't want it anymore, so we just divided the whole thing up between the both of us, and then we just dipped. And then he never noticed. He just left. He's left it there. So we're like, okay, he doesn't want it. And then we went to school, and I was showing off my new Pokemon cards. He had a lot of really good ones. He had like holographic Machamp and everything. It was a shit back then. Okay, so we were like showing off our Pokemon cards. Everybody wants to trade me. I'm like, oh man, bro, this is what it's like to be famous. And I'm like, no, bro, I'm keeping these cards. This is the shit. And guess what happens?
He found out.
The cards that I stole from him got stolen from another guy.
Oh no!
Out of my jacket pocket during recess, and I lost all my Pokemon cards that I just had. And then the guy realized that his cards were missing. He comes and finds us. He finds me. He's like, "Where's the fuck are my cards?" And I'm like, "I thought you didn't want them anymore." He's like, "No, I just put them there. You fucking stole my cards." And I was like, "Oh shit!" And then I was like,
and then you lost
I don't have them. I don't have them because they got stolen from me."
No,
it was
from
so
then
ironic.
they were no longer friends.
Yeah, and then well, he was like a lot older than me. He was like an older kid, and like nobody liked him because he was kind of a bully. And then so everybody's gladly took his fucking Pokemon cards. But the thing is, when he found out that you took it, he fucking kicked our asses because he's like older and he was bigger. And we didn't have the cards, so we couldn't pay him back with anything. So we just took the beating. And then that was the lesson that was like, don't fucking steal. And it was from Pokemon cards. Like, so it's kind of funny. That's how it shaped my childhood. It's like, don't steal. If you have something, work for it and get it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I think my parents found out too because his parents came and talked to my parents because we were all in the same building.
Pokemon cards.
Yeah, he's like, he took my son's Pokemon cards, and then his parents were kind of nice about it. Like, it's okay, whatever. Like, he lost it. And we were like, oh, we'll pay you money. He's like, don't worry about it. It's fine. We'll buy him new ones.
Yeah, it's not that much money, but for kids, it's a lot of money. Oh my god, it's so funny because like it's so related. Like it's so relating because like I have students at school where it's like they were like telling me about how much money their parents give them, and then they're like, if I'm good today, I get $1.
That's so cute.
I'm just like, your mom literally pays a few $1,000s for you to be sent here. She's gonna give you $1, and they tell me they almost have $10 they can buy something. We're just like, what the heck?
That's so cute. I wish I got money for being good. That's bullshit.
It's so funny.
I didn't get shit. I just got beat if I wasn't good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the Asian childhood, man. But you want to know the best part of the story, the ending of that story?
What is
so
it?
My parents were finally like, okay, maybe it's time we buy him some Pokemon cards. Like the fact that he had to steal them was kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
So right,
at what point does it stop?
Study all day. Right. At what point? Right. So they're like, okay. I think it was my grandma that got pissed. She's like, yo, just buy him the fucking cards. Like, stop being strict Asian parents. And then so they went to like, what was it, Chinatown? Dragon City. City, Chinatown, Dragon City.
Oh
in
my God.
In a random shop. And guess who that shop's turned out to be?
What?
It's Philip. It was Philip's mom's shop at that time.
Are you joking?
No, I'm not. Do you know how I know?
How?
So, kids and Pokemon, in my mind right now, it's a deep, dark underworld. Everybody's a fucking criminal in the world of Pokemon. Okay, that's how crazy it was in Canada here. Philip at that time would open the packets that his mom had, take all the holographic cards out, and then glue it back together. He told me this like years after. I didn't know this at the time. So I know exactly what store we bought it from, and I know exactly that every single packet I opened didn't have a holographic card in them. And it was bullshit because every packet was guaranteed one holographic card. We actually went back to the store and asked the lady, which is probably Philip's mom or somebody, why it was like that. And they're just like, oh, they fed us some bullshit, and we're like, okay, whatever, forget it. Like, we don't want to argue with you guys. And then so I basically so I ended up buying like all these cards, but they were just normal cards. They weren't holographic cards. So I didn't have any holographic cards at all. But as a kid, I didn't care. Like, I was just super happy to have cards, right? So I was like, it's okay, I don't care. Like, I don't care about holographic. I just want cards. And then years and years later, I moved to Mississauga. I go to high school with Philip. Philip tells me he owned that fucking shop, and he told me that he used to open the packets, take the holographic cards out, reseal them, and put it back into the box for sale.
Oh my God, Philip!
And I was like, "You motherfucker!"
You never told us the story.
I never told you. I know, but because like I was like, you know what? Forget it. I was too traumatized. I don't want to think about it.
Oh my God, dude! We should call him out.
Yeah, but
Just call him out on Facebook.
that's why I want him on this episode too, because it would have been really, really fucking funny if that happened.
Oh my.
But the crazy part is, it was such a small world. Like, can you believe it? Like I stole someone's cards, then I got robbed. Then I bought cards, which got cheated on by Philip. Then I meet Philip like fucking 10 years later, and we all find out that we're all in this big fucking dark Pokemon underworld where everybody's trying to scam each other.
Oh my god.
And then apparently he got in trouble too or something after he got found out or like whatever. So like it was just so funny how Pokemon tied us all together.
Oh man.
By doing illegal activities.
Yeah, Phil's mom and
man.
dad did a lot of business when he was young. Like they tried all sorts of things.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think they're like very entrepreneurial. They have a lot of small businesses.
Yeah, I think that's what really attracted Philip to like games like Maple Story, and he spent a lot of time just buying and selling. He just really enjoyed that because of his family business.
Exactly. Fucking scam me though, motherfucker.
Did he? Oh yeah, the Pokemon cards.
Yeah, dude. I never realized until like after he told me. I was like, "What the fuck, dude? That happened to me. I was one of those victims." Right? So yeah. Anyway, so that's basically like my childhood. It was fighting with Dragon Ball Z and stealing Pokemon cards. Sounds kind of shady, but like yeah, that was kind of how it shaped me. Like those two animes were huge, and we used to go home every and catch those. They did like replays and not in order either. For some reason, like YTV, they just threw anime out there. They literally went put random shuffle and put episodes out. So none of the episodes were on sequence.
Mm-hmm. I think when I came to Canada, I realized that too. Like they just randomly put things on and like, oh, today we'll have this. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and you got to piece it together yourself. Like it's fucking Da Vinci Code or something. You'd be like, oh, this happens next, and then this, and then whatever.
It's like 7:30. You realize 9:30 you have like Dragon Ball Z, and just like, okay, 2 hours. Mom, I have to watch 9:30.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then I think the last one for us was Beyblades. I don't know if you guys.
Oh, you know
that
what?
In China or
actually, I want to talk about Dragon Ball Z before we move on.
Yeah.
My God, when I was little, I used to fight kids all the time too. Like we used to have this grass field.
Yeah.
At like 9:00 or 8 or 9 p.m. at night, that's when we all finish homework and we go outside to play, and we just basically fight each other.
You like
wrestle
I'm Goku
and like,
or I'm whatever.
And then if we lose on the losing side, we're just like Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Like,
you just go Super Saiyan.
Get really angry and just fight each other.
Yeah.
And the other kids are like, whoa, he gets so angry.
I remember this one kid. He would never get Goku. He always get beat up. He always cries. And then one day he got Goku. And then he stood there like he was fucking Goku. Like he didn't move. He just stood there. And we're like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, I'm powering up. And we're like, oh fuck. We're like, oh fuck. He's doing like Spirit Bomb. He's gonna do Spirit Bomb? Like what's going on? And he just stood there for like the whole fucking recess, like going. And at the end of the recess, he didn't fight anybody. He just fucking powered up all recess. Yeah, and then next recess he wasn't Goku anymore. He's like, what the fuck, guys? I was powering up. We're like, that's your fucking fault. But that was probably the closest we got to the actual.
Did you ever attempt the fusion with anybody?
That came later. That came later for us, so we didn't even see that.
Oh my god!
But did you?
I think I did at some point. It was so stupid.
That's so gay.
It's so gay. I know, right?
So you guys like did the whole dance together. And you guys touched fingertips. You guys touch fingertips. Oh my god, bro.
It's so gay, man. Just thinking back, like what are gay things?
Oh, of course. Well, did anybody cry? Like, did anybody get hurt when you guys were Dragon Ball Z?
No, I think that's one good thing is that kids didn't really cry. They fight each other. Like
that's good.
Whatever.
Man, we were really bored as kids. We did a lot of stupid shit. I remember watching. Okay, there's nothing really anime, but I remember watching Lord of the Rings. Like when it came out, and we reenacted it in someone's backyard. We had metal pipes, and we had those like shish kebab wooden things.
Mm-hmm.
So we took like branches. We took elastic bands, branches, and we shot those shish kebab sticks at each other.
Are you joking? Wow, that's so dangerous.
And then one of them got stuck in my friend's hand, and that's when we stopped.
Yikes!
Yeah, bro. We had metal pipes, and we beat each other.
Oh
with
my
it.
god!
It was like yeah, and you're like it was serious. Dude. We always ended with
I think
someone
the
crying.
90s childhood was the last childhood that was good. when it was the 2000,
That was violent.
2000s and 2010s, the kids just start playing video games. Just not like a different kind of fun.
Well, like I grew up in like pretty
Ghetto?
like
Ghetto area.
yeah, I would say that. So like no one really could afford like video games. It was always the fat white kid, and no one played with him. So like like we played sports, or we just went out and beat each other up, and I came out fine.
You still live.
Yeah, we still lived. We it's pretty much just going to football practice your whole life. So that's why like when football came around, we're like, oh, this is meant for me.
My God, dude.
Yeah. But no, I mean, and then I think then like anime started really taking off.
Oh yeah.
And then all the good ones came out, like Gundam, Naruto, Inuyasha.
Yeah, the big three, Naruto,
out.
Bleach, and One Piece. The big three.
Yeah, and then remember Yu-Gi-Oh had its run too.
Yu-Gi-Oh was before the big three.
Right. It was. But then it kept going on. Like, people still play Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh, Beyblade, these two.
Oh yeah, that was true. Yu-Gi-Oh, Beyblade. I actually had Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I actually had Yu-Gi-Oh cards. It was funny because like, I got scammed again. Someone like sold me all their Yu-Gi-Oh cards, for like a lot of money. Well, to a kid, it was a lot of money, right? It was like $40, but he sold me like 1,000 Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So to me, I thought I got scammed because $40 is a lot of money, and to him, he thought he got scammed too. But then when you grow up and you realize he gave me all these cards for $40, it was probably like a really good deal. So he kind of scammed himself. And then so I had a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and then like I would play kids on the schoolyard for their Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I would take them. Yeah, we'd be like, let's do. And then
oh my God, dude.
Yeah, dude, it was huge. It was like really big. And then I remember like in high school there was like a Yu-Gi-Oh club. Remember?
Yeah, there
like,
was.
It's still people still played it in high school. There was a guy. There's a kid walking around with like a dual disc on his fucking arm.
Yo.
And he would just run up to people, and be like, he'll like do like this cool like fucking anime duel thing, and he's like, let's duel.
Yeah, that was insane. And then we have David.
Who's David?
Dude, David. The big David. He likes.
Okay, whatever.
Remember he had Bankai sword.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he brought like a big bleach sword to school.
Yeah, he did. He's trying to cut people.
We know which anime shaped these guys' lives.
Yo, he tried to cut us
for
that
David.
shit.
And... Yeah.
He go Bankai and chase after us.
I remember that. I do remember that. He tried to kill us with that fucking sword.
I think.
Anyway, yeah.
I think the highlight of like our high school life was when David chased us with a big sword to kill us.
We pissed him off a lot though, so I wouldn't.
Yeah, I think we deserved it.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, I think that like moving on from like early childhood to like I guess middle school to early high school, like that was like the golden age of anime on TV. We got all the good ones.
Yeah,
remember?
all the good ones.
We got like that was when One Piece, Naruto. Those are the two big ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then Naruto Shippuden.
Oh my God, Naruto Shippuden.
Oh fuck, right?
And then we just kind of all stopped watching it.
Yeah, then we all stopped watching it. It was kind of funny. It's funny because we quit before Naruto even became Hokage, and he was like, "Never give up." We fucking gave up.
We gave up on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Too many episodes.
But that's a long anime, even like especially One Piece. Like when your fan base outgrows watching anime, like you've been doing it for too long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what's good about them is that there's still a lot of like hardcore fans that still keep watching, even like into college, even into past college. And now that Boruto's out, you can even watch like the second generation or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's insane.
So like, for that era, like that golden age era with all the Naruto and all the big stuff that came out, what were how did that shape your life, and like what were some of the weird things that you guys did?
Oh my God, dude! Remember? Okay, the biggest one I remember was I think Kevin recorded 10-15 of us, and I think grade 9 or grade 8, playing around with leaves, and we're making it into a Rasengan. And then okay, Philip was part of it, and she was like Chidori.
Wait, were you guys like just playing around, or were you guys actually like making a video where you guys
We
did,
made
like,
a
all these
video.
choreographies? So you
Yeah.
guys were choreographed to like do these Naruto.
No, we stood
fucking
together. We
things.
stood together. We ran and we like Chidori. We're wrestling.
Oh my god! And you guys threw
We
leaves
hate
and
each
shit?
other. Yeah. Oh my god, that was so dumb, man. There were at least like
Is that
10
like on
of
YouTube
us.
or something?
It was on YouTube. I think if we
Oh,
ask
shut
Kevin,
up.
maybe he'll be able to find a video for us. He was the one that had
Oh
a
my
video.
god, that's so crazy, man. So you guys were all really into Naruto at that time, right?
Oh yeah, super. And I think Philip was super into it. He really loved Sasuke.
Well, I guess we know who's gay in the closet, man. It's definitely Philip. That's why he's so tsundere.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. All right. Well, let's keep that a secret now, shall we? Man, we really should have got him on this episode. That would have been fucking hilarious. We would have ripped him a new asshole. No, Sasuke's cool. Sasuke's cool. You know. Yeah. I don't know. Who was your favorite character in Naruto?
Oh, interesting. I actually didn't really like Naruto too much in the beginning. I think Sasuke was pretty
Yeah.
cool too, though. Actually, it was just I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I like the sound
I
of
think
Rasengan more.
that's for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because Naruto really didn't have any special powers that were cool.
He was kind of stupid.
He was just kind of like a loser.
a loser.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, exactly. So like I think everybody just liked Sasuke because he was like the
Cool kid.
like
Cool and
yeah,
smart.
like the typical hero that you were used to when you were a kid, right? Yeah.
Oh, you know what? That's maybe why I felt
I've always
liked
liked-
Sasuke, because he's cool and smart and stuff like that.
Yeah, because he's a typical hero. Exactly. I
Uh-huh.
mean, everybody likes Sasuke, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm just talking shit,
Yeah.
but I think everybody likes Sasuke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's weird though because for me, I actually really liked Naruto from the start.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, because like he didn't have any special powers or anything. Like I watched.
Okay.
I started watching Naruto again from the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
like about like a year ago, and for some reason I was just like, okay, Naruto I like a lot. Like I don't know why I liked him that much as a kid. When I'm watching him again, he was kind of annoying. And he was kind of like he didn't really have anything special. You know what I mean? Like everybody had cool powers except for Naruto until like way later into the anime. You know what I mean? His development was really slow.
Mm-hmm. Yo, okay, let's name let's do something like called name a favorite moment. Name your favorite moment for Naruto.
Okay, I gotta think about that. Which one's yours?
Mine's when where is it? Lee drops his weights and fights Gaara.
Oh,
He's like, just wait, and he takes off his like training weights.
yeah.
And he goes crazy, like super fast, and then like beats up Gaara. Oh, that was my favorite.
That's like the first one, right? The first Naruto.
Yeah, the first Naruto.
That one was really good. That was a really good one. I think the first one I like better than Shippuden.
Yeah, Shippuden. I don't know. Just
Mine
wasn't
was
that
the
special anymore.
tuning. Mine was the tuning exams where everybody cheated.
Really, I don't remember what happened.
Yeah, it was like the beginning of the whole. It set the whole premise of Naruto. It put Naruto on the map. It was like it was like a school exam, and we were relatable because we were all in school at that time. We're all in like grade 7, like we were all 12 or whatever, right? And it was like, and that's how old Naruto was at that time, right? And they were all like, okay, time for your exam. And it turns out the whole exam is meant to be really difficult, so you don't know the answers. So the whole exam is to test your ninja abilities to cheat and not get caught.
Aha.
You remember that? It was to test the ability of how like you can steal answers from the smart kids with your ninja skills. Because they're ninjas. They're meant to like fucking cheat and do stuff. And I think that made it really attractive to like people like me and Philip. Because like we really liked bending the rules and like doing things outside the box and stuff like that. I remember us talking about it. We're like, yeah, man, like we can fucking cheat. It's actually fun. It's more thrilling. And I think as like a teenage kid or going through puberty, like that was really cool because you're like, oh man, these kids are badass, you know? They're
Yeah.
not following the rules. So like, you know, like how you have like Gaara and his eye, so he can like spy on other people's fucking shit. You have like all these cool abilities, and they put in a really cool premise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm just thinking, yeah, I don't really remember that one too hard. I remember
It's like the first episode, first couple of episodes,
Oh, okay.
or first couple of episodes, yeah.
What was another
Yeah.
one for me?
So
I think another one. Okay, how about Bleach? Have you watched Bleach?
I didn't watch Bleach, no.
No. Okay. Oh man, I just
I
remember.
only watched like first couple episodes.
It wasn't as popular as like as like Naruto, but
Yeah,
like
but it was definitely up
it
there.
was pretty popular among some kids,
It was,
like
yeah.
Steve's.
Hmm. Right, the guy who brought the fucking giant sword into school, tried to chop people up. Yo, you think that was like a predecessor to like a school shooting? You think he actually came in trying to, like, thinking he's gonna kill people? He's gonna transform into like a fucking Shinigami and just kill people?
Yo, I swear to God, I think one day I just lost it. I think I went out of school, and I was
Yeah,
waiting for someone, and all I see
yeah,
was Steve with his
yeah, yeah,
big
yeah, yeah,
ass
yeah.
sword. He charges out with it. He
Yeah,
like
yeah,
drags
we
it.
both saw that.
He
Yeah, yeah.
drags it. I was like, holy fuck! What is that?
Yeah, he was. I was like, who's he charging at? He just ran towards the school buses, and I'm like, this kid's gonna shoot up a school one day. I swear to God. This is the predecessor to having. This is the Canadian school shooting. Some kid brings in a fake giant sword and tries to chop people up,
Oh my
and then he
God,
realizes
dude.
no one dies from it. Then he gets really fucking pissed.
And then he says sorry.
Yeah, it's like, oh, sorry, but I don't think Bleach got to me that much because I didn't watch that many.
Yo,
But
if we have
Naruto
like
definitely.
Shahab on the show, my God, Shahab.
Yeah.
Shahab got really into Bleach and then One Piece. He didn't come to school for 4 days because he stayed up,
You just watched.
watches all day.
Wow,
It's
that's
like,
crazy.
bro, I'm at like episode 100. Like 3 days later, I'm like, what the
Holy fuck.
fuck?
Yeah, I think that was pretty much the. I think those are like kind of latest ones, and then it got kind of like more mature. Do you remember like stuff like Gundam Seed Destiny?
Yeah, dude. My God.
Like
Gundam
that got
Seed
really.
Destiny. I still remember the song from some. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh
Dun,
my God!
dun,
Yeah, yeah,
dun,
yeah,
dun.
yeah. It was actually really
Oh.
good. It was actually really good.
I think I went
What
crazy
about?
when like Kira piloting um like freedom, and he goes like he's like targeting everybody and just like shooting with his lasers. I'm like, what the fuck? It's so cool.
Because all the flashy lights, like, oh
Yeah,
my
it's
God.
like, wow, he's so strong.
I used to have a game, like it was like a PS2 game,
Yo, I think yeah. I played that like
and you
with
could,
you
yeah,
and
we played it
maybe someone
together.
else. Holy shit,
Yeah,
so
and
much
you could
fun.
fight. So you could choose like Destiny. It was really really good. Yeah. Um. What
Freedom
else?
remains one of my favorite Gundams because just how cool it was. It was like the first time when a character went super overpowered.
Yeah.
Like he just
Did you know that?
he's absolutely overpowered. Like
Did you know that they actually played like Gundam Wing and stuff when we were kids, but no one watched it.
yeah. Or maybe
It
there
was
are some
actually like
people
a.
that watched it because they have to make some money.
I think the generation earlier than us.
Yeah.
Because like that was their Gundam. Yeah. But yeah, for us it was definitely Seed and Destiny, right? Like that was our time period.
Yeah. And Lacus Klein, wow, so popular then.
Yeah.
Pink hair
Yeah.
girl with the nice curves and then like sings beautifully.
I don't even remember what happened because they played it so out of order on TV.
You had to watch it every night, like every Saturday night. And that's what I did. I watched it every Saturday night, every time.
Oh, you were really into it. Eh?
I was really into it. Like I was super into it.
Was this before you found like you could watch anime and manga online?
Actually, remember then there was no internet really. We had to like borrow books from like the library.
Yeah,
We had to
oh
borrow
my God.
anime books from the library.
There was no internet. That's how old we are, bro. There was like no internet.
No internet, dude. And then
Yeah, like,
okay, and when we had like internet, it was like dial up, and then our computer had 500. No, my first one had 256 megabytes of RAM.
Jeez.
Second one to 500 and 525 or something. It was something insane. It was insane amount of like RAM.
Yeah, I used to play a game from a floppy drive. That's how crazy it was. It was from a floppy disk. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, man. Like we've come really far.
Yeah.
Now we complain about graphics.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't really remember much about Gundam Seed and Destiny, but I know like it was really really big.
It was really
at that
big,
time.
yeah. Everybody loved it. And then I think what was the one afterward? The one after it. Well, you know what? We should really talk about the good old Neon Evangelion Genesis.
I actually read the manga, not the
You
anime.
didn't watch the anime?
No, I borrowed.
Bro,
Like you said,
you have to.
I borrowed like the manga books.
I read the
from
manga books too.
the library.
Yeah.
From the library.
Yeah. We had it then, yeah. And then, you know,
I remember
at some
because it
point,
had nudes in it.
I
I was like, this is the shit, bro. Like, yo,
Ray
these are
Ray
fucking,
being
like,
nude.
Yeah. They have news. I was like, yo, this is the best shit ever. That's my first manga I ever read. I didn't know what manga was until I saw news. I was like, yo, this is
I think my
dope.
first manga that I read was Fruit Basket, actually.
Shut the fuck up, yo. They're remaking Fruit Basket this season.
Yeah. I saw it. I was like, I don't want to watch that.
Yeah. Oh.
And then there was like D and Angel. Remember that one?
No.
Oh man, good old stuff. Like good old mangas. But anyways, Neon Evangelion Genesis was like big.
Yeah.
Like in terms of like, it made me think like, oh, this anime is so cool because it had all these like flashy segments where like talk about all these things, but I don't understand what it is. It must be like really philosophical. But then later on, when I'm older, I realized they were just having bullshit put on there and just like making people think that's like some really deep anime.
Yeah.
But anyways, it was one of our very good ones. I really like that. It was like big giant robots fighting each other. I like that.
Yeah. I know there's like it was really dark and it had a lot of like deeper. It was really like depressing.
Yeah, it was. There was no justice. I think there was no justice, no right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like mankind fighting for itself. And even at the end, like the ending is still like, what?
That's interesting.
Like,
I don't remember it. I don't remember watching it or the story. I just remember boobies.
It's kind of like Game of Thrones, but no. In terms of like, there's no right or wrong.
Oh, okay, like a thriller kind of deal.
Yeah, and like, oh, he's gonna fight and then he's gonna win because he's the main character. Okay. The main character kind of goes through shit, and then
I know it's really popular. Like, there's a huge cult following for Neon Evangelis, whatever it's called. I know like a lot of people. Excuse me. I know a lot of people like they rave about it. They rave about it more than in Gundam. They like it more than Gundam, and
because
Gundam's
I feel
huge.
like it's the predecessor of Gundam.
Oh, interesting.
It's really, really old, and for its time.
Speaking of Gundam, actually, Gundam Origins, the original Gundam, is being played again, like a remake, this season.
Is it on Netflix?
No, it's on Crunchyroll and other streaming services. It's literally called Gundam Origins, and then it's being played again. I don't know if they changed anything, but I just saw it. It's already a couple episodes in.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So check that out. That's a recommendation for this season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's really good. The original Gundam, from what I heard, it's really interesting.
Yeah, man. Like a lot of old animes were like, we talked about this in the last episode. It's like they didn't have the kind of graphics and like technology nowadays that we have. So they really had to push through their product through sheer storytelling and making like chronologically and choreography like has to be perfect to make it even more appealing because the animation was good but not good enough.
Absolutely. And one more I want to talk about before we end it was actually Inuyasha. I don't remember what age. Dude. I don't remember what age.
Wind Tunnel.
Yeah, Wind Tunnel.
And every time it's like, oh, I cannot do it anymore.
Yeah, okay. It's so deep in my psyche that I can't watch it nowadays without it being dubbed. It had to be dubbed. I can't watch it subbed. It doesn't feel right. That's how nostalgic it is to me. Yeah. And I remember like I had weekend school and we would go and it was a bunch of Asian kids. I think it was like Mandarin or Chinese school, whatever it was. And like it was a bunch of Asian kids and they all get together every day on Saturday because Friday's when they play it, right? So Saturday everybody gets together and they just talk about what the fuck happened in Inuyasha. And the funniest part is everybody talks about what everybody talks about is not the fights. It's not like the crazy shit. Everybody talks about Inuyasha and Kagome's love story.
Oh my god, yo.
And that was the shit.
When we played Maple Story, there was like people named Kagome X Inuyasha.
Yeah. And the crazy part was, or like fuck Kikyo or whatever. Like, and the crazy part, and then the crazy part was that essentially was the original K-drama.
Yo, K-drama.
and it was a really good and well done love story because it mixed action with comedy, with like darker sides of Japanese mythology, even. And I love good mythology stories, you know, um, all the way to like a really good love story. Like still a better love story than
200
Twilight.
episodes later, are they going to be together?
Yeah, is Naraku dead yet? Like
Yo, I don't think he was dead until even the
he was
end.
he was the most annoying villain. He never fucking
Yo,
dies.
he just never died. I don't know why.
Yeah, yeah. Like it was so annoying. So
Most
pretty much it was like,
annoying villains. Oh, we should do that. Like as an
oh, that'd be
episode, just
dope.
most annoying villains.
We will
Or
do that in
greatest
a later
villain.
episode. Stay tuned. We'll do most annoying anime villains.
Oh my god, dude.
And Raku probably is up there. Probably. I would say the douche is up there.
The douche.
Yeah, I hate that. And you know, I tried watching it again. I tried watching Code Geass again because it's on Netflix now, right? And I'm like about a couple episodes in, and it already feels like the most superficial, hollow anime ever. It's like the writer doesn't have enough depth to make the douche seem smart. So he puts up a bunch of bullshit to like kind of coax it, make him seem smart. It's just, I don't know. We'll do an in-depth analysis of it, and I know a lot of people have a lot of good things to say about it, and it is a good anime in terms of production and everything. I just don't like the writing. That's it. But yeah, we'll do like another in-depth analysis of that. I'm sure we'll have different viewpoints on that, which will be really interesting.
You know why? Like, have you noticed there's a category of anime that's made by there's one group of people called Clamp.
No, what's that?
Clamp. It's like they make these Gundams. You know how like Gundam Seed and Gundam, and like you have these characters with long, basically uniform arms, long uniform arms, and long uniform legs.
Okay.
You notice that? And in like Gundam, and you even in Code Geass, the Lucian arms always like just straight.
Yeah.
That's a drawing style actually. That's all by one studio called Clamp.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So all these Gundam and everything was made by
and they do a lot of mecha, right?
And they do a lot of mecha. So like Code Geass, Gundam Seed, these were all made by the same people. That's why Code Geass has such a good following because they were made by Clamp.
Yeah.
And they really loved the Gundam Seed series.
Well, that makes sense because like I think Code Geass, even though I don't like it, I still think the story is more interesting than Gundam.
Yeah, they always had this overlying like peace theme. You know how like Gundam Seed had this peace theme. It was like trying to get peace and trying not to
because Gundam felt like Gundam Seed and Destiny, although it was really good, it felt kind of lackluster and something like the ending or something, or like how it kind of tied it off, right? And then Code Geass felt like it was like the upgrade from it. But even then, I know like a lot of people who are really into mecha, they love or politics, they love Code Geass, but there's something about the writing doesn't feel right, and that's just for me at least. That's but anyways, going back to keep getting sidetracked, but childhood animes, right? Like what animes shaped your childhood? And I think today we kind of covered a lot of the animes that we watched growing up, right? Like from when we were a kid to what kind of animes affected us, what kind of lessons they taught us, how we got beat up because of certain animes, how, and how we beat each others up or whatever it is. And I think like whether we like it or not, anime has been a big part of our lives, and the fact that it's getting so big now, it feels like there's so much to watch that like anime has become detached almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not just like one or two good ones, and everyone just following it. You have like 50 choose.
And yeah, it's not like everybody in the world is watching it. It's like everybody's got their own different animes that they're watching now. It's kind of like when Game of Thrones when it came out, it was like the whole country supported that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what anime used to feel like when we were kids. Like everybody in school talked about it because people in the school next to us talked about it. And even if I talk about it now, people will relate to it as long as they grew up in my kind of same era or whatever it is, right? And I feel like maybe just because we're not in school anymore, we're too old. But I do hope that anime, they focus more on bringing a franchise to life, like they did when we.
And you know what it is? Before it didn't really because they didn't have that much competition. They really focus on story, making sure it's a good anime.
Right.
Nowadays, they have a lot of competition, so they have to add in all these like different categories. Like there has to be immortal, there has to be a older sister, there has to be a MILF sort of thing, and then
Right.
there
There's
has
a lot,
to be
there's
like
a lot of fan
some like
service. Yeah.
panty shots, boob shots, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just like give fan service in.
Right.
Like it's just unnecessary, right?
That's
like
true.
we don't need
I
that.
want a good story.
Just want a good story and good, some good animations.
Right.
A good build up.
Right.
Great characters. Like the normal stuff.
Yeah.
We don't need that.
Yeah.
Like
I'm still
the panty
looking.
shots.
I'm still looking for like an anime to bring back like what it was like when we were growing up. Like ones that come out every single week. Like kind of like what One Piece is doing now, right? I think that's why One Piece is having such a big following, even in Japan, right? Because it's got weekly episodes. So every week you can talk about it with your fans or your friends or whatever it is, because there's new stuff coming out. But now it's all about seasons, right? Like you'll 12 episodes, you'll miss a whole year, and then you have another 12 episodes. And I think that's for a more mature fan base. But like for kids, I think they'll just forget about it by the time next year comes by.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unless you do it like what they usually do, just fucking put replays on all fucking year. Yeah, I think do longer than 12 episodes. I think 24 is okay. Like what they're doing with like Shield Hero and some stuff. You're going 2 seasons in. I think that's okay. But 12 is a little bit short.
Oh, the newest episode. Oh, the Shield Hero. Wow, that was good.
I haven't watched it. I haven't caught up to it. I don't know. I got kind of bored of it. Or not bored of it. I got kind of I got depressed from it because there's he gets so much fucking shit, bro. For like he gets framed so hard.
Then you will really love the newest episode because he got.
Oh, is there like a redemption? Okay, good. Yeah. I'm gonna watch it now. I've been waiting for like fucking 20 episodes. I'm like, when is he gonna get? When is this bitch gonna get what's coming to her?
Oh, then you love it. I think you.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Anyways, so yeah, for you guys, we're gonna turn a question to you guys now. Let us know in the comments below if you're watching this on YouTube, or if you're watching on like listening on Spotify or whatever it is. Shoot us an email, right, at rubikscube.podcast@gmail.com. And let us know a story, like what anime shaped your childhood, and if we think it's a good story, like give us like a little story or something, and we'll talk about it in the next podcast if we find a good one. And let us know. Don't be afraid to reach out to us. But I think for us, that kind of concludes what our top childhood animes are and how it affected us. And I hope you enjoy the crazy stories that we have from those random anime moments.
Yeah.
And I think that really kind of shows you guys how anime has shaped our lives and our childhoods. From fighting on the playgrounds to like stealing Pokemon cards, having like a whole underground mafia,
bonding with each
Pokemon
other.
Cards, right? Bonding with each other and running to school with a big bleach sword, chopping people up. Like you can obviously tell that anime has affected each and every one of these people in our lives. So let us know how it affected yours. All right. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for this week's episode. Stay tuned because next week we're probably gonna do another in-depth review. The last 2 episodes has been kind of lighthearted because we don't want to always go balls deep into the reviews and be all philosophical. We want to keep it lighthearted, keep you guys guessing, and hope you guys get to know your hosts. I'm Bowen and joined by Fayi a little better, right? So yeah, if there's nothing else, we're just gonna take it away. And thanks for joining us. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.